Ooh wee, hey y'all. Grand Rising, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time you click on this video is the right time for you. And I thank you in advance for your viewership. Y'all, we on the messy side of YouTube today. So I haven't done a reading on anyone from the Zeus network in a long time. I want to say since the whole, debauchery that went down in London, y'all. The fight that wasn't really a fight, but was one of the most comical situations that I've seen in a very long time between Natalie and Tommy Lee. But today we're coming to the table to look at the energy between the exodus of Stunna Girl and the Zeus network. And when I tell you Stunna Girl is literally waging war, it's like Stunna Girl against everybody, literally. Stunna Girl versus everybody. She's talking about airing out the other women on the network and people's sexual secrets. She's talking about Limie and people that he allegedly possibly had inappropriate dealings with. It's literally above and beyond at this point. And it's one of those situations where it's up and it's stuck. It's like you can't say none of this and take it back. Now, I didn't do a reading on her and Miss Cat when they were going back and forth, but I did watch, what's his name? It's a blogger. I think his name is Big Mouth Media. I did watch Big Mouth Media, and I was looking at the correspondence between the both of them and the allegations that was made from Stunner and her husband to Miss Cat, and then Miss Cat versus Stunner and her husband. And I find it intriguing that Miss Cat had made the allegation that Stunner was being inappropriate, doing, sexual favors or whatnot. Okay, a piece just fell off my candle. So I know this is about to be one for the records. Yeah, she was saying that Stunner was being inappropriate and she was showing people what that mouth do. We'll say that. And Stunner accused Miss Cat of letting one of her husband's homeboys, twiddle all up in her situation. So fast forward. Now we got Stunner leaving Baddies, which I had said that I felt like it was best for her to leave this network, because if she didn't, she was going to catch a case, because they were digging up a lot of old information on her and the Rocky Bad situation, and it was only a matter of time before some of these things were going to come back to bite her in the ass. So now that we got that out the way, and I preface where we're about to go with this, let's tap into the energy of Stunner versus everybody. Because literally, Stunner is waging war. And she's going in and she says she's going to start spilling the beans on every female that's a part of the Baddies cast. So, without any further ado, alrighty. So, is there any validity to the claims that Stunna Girl is making? Four of Pentacles. Okay, Four of Pentacles represents stubbornness and stability. So it's like, to a certain extent, she's hard-headed and can possibly be a little block-headed. So, she's going to have to be careful with this situation to make sure that this doesn't cause her to crash out in other ways. But I'm looking at how this has to do with financial stability. So she said that she was separating herself because she made more money with outside ventures. And I can see that with the Four of Pentacles, because Four of Pentacles represents financial stability, money for generations, like 4 generations. Nine of Wands, wounded warrior. Like I said, she gonna have to be careful, because the wounded warrior is somebody who fights and gets up to fight, to get up to fight, to get up to fight again. So allegedly, you know, if she's not careful with what she says, she can have multiple court battles, because it's not about what's true versus what can be proven. And you have to be able to prove such things in the court of law. And if she can't prove these things, it could come back to bite her. I just said she's going to have to be very careful with the way she moves, because this can come back to bite her. Death doesn't mean necessarily a physical death, but it does mean an ending. Okay, that's sickle coming through to cut opportunities. So I don't know who's tied to who, if this is just Limie or if this is somebody who's attached to something bigger, and she's not realizing that what she's saying is affecting somebody else outside of this, but it could cut off opportunities for her. You see this Six of Swords. This is moving on towards victory. So at this point, I think it's just best for her to drop this and move on, because she has, you know, some good things ahead of her. She's making moves in the right direction, but it all is hinged upon her not saying the wrong thing. And I feel like there's something that she has that's, it could very well possibly be true, but if it can't be proven, it's going to be the nail in her career casket. Okay. Emperor came out trying, so we're going to put it this way. Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. She would represent the Queen of Swords because she's coming through very cutting with her words. And this Emperor turned sideways means that you put this person, Limie, in a position to where you're forcing his hand, and he's riding the fence on doing something that could literally be career suicide for you. Hermit, Six of Swords. So, you know, this is her sectioning herself off from everybody and moving forward towards victory, because it's like, you know, when you've got the Emperor in a sideways position, this is somebody who is not straight down the middle with you. This is somebody who, you know, you have to be mindful, but that there's always a ulterior motive. Or this is like the moon. You know, if you see the moon has multiple phases. It has multiple faces. You never will see the whole moon at the same time. Even if it's a full moon, you see one face of the moon and one is always hidden. But she got illuminated to something. It's like now that she separated herself, something is coming to, I don't want to say to fruition. Something is coming to a point for her to where it's like suddenly it all makes sense. Like she's been enlightened to something. And whatever she was enlightened to is what caused her to move on and leave this opportunity behind for bigger and better things. Queen of Swords. And see, like I said, she represents the Queen of Swords in this because she's coming through with this communication, no holds barred, being very cutting with her words and warrior energy after she's moved on to bigger and better things. Because see, she has vehicles that are pushing her on to other things. But this is like, don't cut, you know, it's like that, how do you say that? Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Yeah, you're moving on to bigger and better things, but you literally just started moving forward in this vehicle. You don't want to end up having to abandon ship, and you just started your voyage. You got so much further to go. King of Swords. See, this is what I'm talking about. King of Swords, Nine of Swords, Two of Cups. So this is her husband, okay? Because King and Queen of Swords is a relationship. Nine of Swords is deep, heavy regret and anxiety. No rest for the wicked, no rest for the weary. And then you got Two of Cups. So, like I said, she needs to be very careful, because there's something that can come out that can cause a blow to her marriage. Wow. But it's interesting that the King of Swords is falling under this Four of Pentacles, which is the stability, which is the money and the stubbornness and the hard-headedness. So what this is showing me is that she may need to let up on listening to her husband on certain things. And I never want to be divisive with people in a marriage, but when it comes to business and it comes to your relationship, the person that you are in a relationship with is not always the person that you should count on for business advice. And see at the bottom of the deck, Eight of Swords. This is being trapped, bound, possibly locked up. So I don't think he has anything going on now legally. Like, I think I remember her talking about him being locked up. So spirit guides and ancestors, let me know what this is that you're leading me into with the card of incarceration or being bound. What is that about? Chariot. Okay, so Hermit in the Chariot and the Emperor turned sideways. So something happened around the time that he was released from jail. Because the Hermit is also another card for solitary and being locked up for me. It's like also it was some things that happened while he was locked up that now he's being enlightened on as well. Something from the past coming back. Either a person from the past or a situation coming back from the past. And baby, when I say I just told you, something can come back to bite you. This is why I read as I shuffle. I don't just read what hits the table. Once it hits the table, it's a double confirmation. This is the card of being locked up. You had forward movement, expansion. You got motion while he was locked up. I don't know if this is gossip or something, like somebody was communicating with him about things that was going on while he was locked up, or, you know, somebody sent him a kite or something. Moon and Six of Cups. I just told you, secrets about something or somebody from the past. And this is related to the time that he was incarcerated. Eight of Wands, coming about swiftly, the Star. So this was during that time, you know, things were happening very fast and she was leveling up, contract negotiation and agreement. This was a transition that was helping her in her career, you know, get to where it needed to go. This was definitely something that helped her, you know, get motion, right? Now, allegedly, whatever this message was that was sent, or whatever the message came through, was the truth. And I just had a candle go out over here. So literally, whatever this truth is going to change everything, because that's a sign of lights out. And that falls under the King of Swords. And then right next to that is the Nine of Swords. Eight of Wands. This is something coming about swiftly, and it's falling under that Nine of Swords. This is, like I said, this is heavy anxiety, no sleep, no rest for the wicked. This is, oh shit, I didn't think that this would come back around, or I thought that this was totally under wraps, or I never thought that this would, you know, be that thing. Four of Swords. And it falls under the Two of Cups, and the Emperor turns sideways. This could possibly, and I'm going to preface this with allegedly, this could possibly put a damper on her marriage. I'm not going to say divorce, but they could end up separating, going through a very rocky time. Because this is falling under the Two of Cups. So I see that this is like, you know, this is in her heart, the love of her life. This is a person that she wants to spend her life with. Two of Cups is like soulmate, twin flame type energy. She feels very deeply about this relationship. Nine of Wands, wounded warrior. I just said, you know, fighting to get up, to fight, to get up, to fight, to get up, to fight, to get up, to fight again. So all these people, she better be careful about who she decides to spill the tea on, because they could all gang up and start spilling tea on her as a collective. And that's like, you know, you see this one here, and then here's the rest here, the 8. That's like either 8 against 1, or all 9 of these wands, 9 against 1. So whoever she decides to, you know, spill the tea on, they got something on you that you don't know they got, or something that you didn't think was going to lead to something bigger. Seven of Wands. Okay, so this falls under the Hermit in the Chariot. So this is her going to herself, moving forward towards her new opportunities, and becoming defensive when she moves on to these new opportunities. But see, here it is, once again, the High Priestess. This is someone who is the person who holds the secret scrolls. The High Priestess knows where all the bones are buried. This is the person who has the skeleton key to everything, the person who is of a higher order, who knows things that no one knows. So there's somebody who knows a secret truth, a truth that's buried real deep, that could affect everything in her life if they let go of what they know. I'm hoping this ain't Natalie. Nine of Wands, 8 of Swords. And if you could see this woman on this card, look at the expression on her face, okay? This is a woman that is surrounded. She's surrounded by these wands. So it's like, literally, it's you against everybody. It's Stunna Girl versus everybody. And this is a staircase. This is her going up. But the staircase seems to be going up, and then boom, where is it going to? It seems like it's going to nowhere. Where's the destination to the staircase? This is literally like the staircase to heaven, or being cut off from your destination. Where in the world is the rest of the staircase? And this falls under the 8 of Swords, like being bounded, being held. Look at that, bottom of the deck, the artist. We know she's an artist. She's a music artist. Knight of Cups, High Priestess. Now, I'm going to preface this with an allegedly, y'all. But allegedly, because you see this is the high priestess, the one who knows where all the bones are buried. And then you got a Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is somebody coming to offer their cup. Somebody secretly knows about a hookup or some kind of engagement of some type, allegedly. And this is falling under that Eight of Swords and the Moon. Something she may have done while her husband was locked up, or something she did to lock in a situation. Allegedly. Look at that. The Artist and the Lovers. Falling under the Six of Cups. Something coming back from the past. Five of Swords. Harsh communication. Arguing. Honey, like I say, watch who and what you expose, because somebody has something that you don't think they have, or something that you didn't think they knew anything about, and they know all about it in vast, broad detail. We're like, what, 21 minutes, 30 seconds in. I'm going to tap into the energy around the Zeus network. Let's see. Now I'm going to use some more, I want some masculine cards for Limie. I'm going to use the steampunk cards. Alrighty. So show me the energy behind Lemuel and Stunna Girl's accusations. This candle is kind of, there we go. I don't know if it's keeping y'all from seeing with that glare. Four of Wands. Okay, so that's a card of marriage, engagement, and stability. This doesn't have to necessarily be his marriage. This is like, you know, going into a contract. Okay, so represent going into an opportunity, the beginning of a contract. Page of Cups. Page of Cups is light, flirty type energy, or possibly light banter type conversation, nothing serious. Five of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. This is somebody juggling with something, facing, you know, poverty. Like, because Five of Pentacles is literally like being out in the cold, not having anything, not having much, being from like pillow to post type energy. Or somebody who is on the outside looking in. Say you want to get into the industry, but you're being, you know, isolated or froze out of a situation, and juggling on making a decision, or juggling between an opportunity. The Star, okay? So this feels like he was thinking about, you know, it was kind of like 50-50 if he wanted to take her on for the show. He didn't know how this was going to add to the show. He didn't know if this was going to be, you know, a win or a loss if he went into contract with her. Seven of Pentacles. He decided to sow seeds for a bigger harvest. So it's like, oh, okay, I see you doing something, so I'll bite. I'll plant this seed to watch how it grows. Ten of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. So this is like, okay, I see I can make money with you. I can make big money with you. I'm going to go into contract and negotiations with you. So he may not have really known about her when he came across her, but he looked into her, was like, oh, okay, I'll give it a chance. Let's get it, right? Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Swords. So this is like, you know, truth be told, this was a good look financially. The Hierophant and the Queen of Swords. So the Hierophant is like the powers that be in this situation. Queen of Swords, he knew that she, you know, he knew that she had this over-the-top persona, that she had this brassy type attitude to where she could cut into somebody, and he felt like that would be good for the energy of the show. Three of Cups and Strength, that's like she bring a strong personality to the celebration and the turn up. King of Pentacles under the Four of Wands, which is, you know, this is like an older guy who's more established, so he would be older than her. Three of Pentacles, decides to go into contract with her. Interesting enough, like, I know this like the steampunk tarot, but it's, let's pay attention here. Okay. You see this powers that be pentagram there. And then you see, you know, this couple going into this agreement. And those three pentagrams there. Bottom of the deck. This is almost like she signed up for something. She signed up to be a part of a mechanism, but this is one of those, how do I say this? You had no idea what you were getting yourself into. And I feel like, you know, at this point, it's like, don't let your mouth write a check that your ass can't cash. Because this is tied into something way bigger than Limie. And there's somebody who sits above Limie. Somebody that you have never met, somebody that you don't know about. That can make the end all be all of this whole situation. I didn't expect us to go that way. King of Swords, Queen of Wands. So, King of Swords and Queen of Wands. This is very interesting because it's like King of Swords, here he is. He appears to be looking into his book, but as you can see, he's looking forward, right? He has this book as if he's studying something or working, but he's actually got his eyes fixed on this woman. This Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is usually, you know, a highly attractive woman, a go-getter, and she's headed in the opposite direction. King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. That's somebody who feels very deeply but does not wear their feelings on their sleeve, don't wear their heart on their sleeve. So he's not saying how he feels about her leaving, but he's not liking not just the fact that she's leaving after 1 year. He's hating the way that she's exiting, and this is something that is piercing him deep. I don't know what his sign is, but it's giving me Scorpio energy, and she has to be very careful, because if this is somebody who functions in, you know, Scorpio type energy, Scorpios can be very vengeful. A Scorpio will wait. And I mean, will wait. You'll forget about it. You'll think it's over. And as soon as you think it's over, they will strike. So she always has to be mindful that this man is going to always somehow, some way, even if he says he's cool, he's always going to be in his feels, but he's never going to show it. which is the most dangerous type of enemy to make. The Chariot. Yeah, this is her moving on to, you know, her next opportunities. Ace of Cups and Three of Cups was at the bottom of the deck. So it's like plenty of abundance and celebrations. He's watching her move on to other opportunities. Her ship's coming in. This is falling under the Ace of Swords. So this is feeling like somehow, some way, there's something that she's saying that has a large ring of truth to it. Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck. But this is the part where she has to be careful, because this is like a guillotine. You know, could put yourself in a position to where you cut the head off of your career. Six of Cups, that's that somebody or something coming back from the past, falling under the Hierophant. That's like a network exec or powers that be in the industry. Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, independent woman, Knight of Wands. I hope this isn't one of those situations to where the mic was hot, because production keeps everything. They, you know, they don't use everything, of course, but they keep everything. And they always tell you, anytime a camera is in the room or a mic is in the room, you always assume that the mic is hot, meaning that you always keep it in mind that that mic is on at all times. Never say anything you don't want to be heard on that mic, because at any given time, any and everything is recorded all the time, whether they tell you it is or not. Six of Swords, moving forward towards victory. Justice, Nine of Cups. And see, Justice is also the card of karma, and it's falling over the Nine of Cups, which is a wish fulfillment. So that's like get back, get your lick back. And see, he's remaining quiet. He's not saying much, which means right now he actually has the upper hand, because once you tell everything you feel like you need to tell, there's nothing else to tell. It would be a major, now I'm not saying it's not a major blow, but it would be a major blow for a network that had a cleaner image. Zeus is known for being with the shits. They're known for being ratchet. So it would have to be horribly, extremely bad for this to make him look any types of way, because you don't expect anything but the jump off and the shenanigans from Zeus. That's what Zeus is about, right? Nine of Pentacles, the independent woman. So, you know, when she came to him, she was an indie artist. Nine of Pentacles, Four of Wands. That's, like I said, being married into a contract. Page of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. Three of Swords is the card, excuse me, Page of Swords is the card of surveillance and always being watched. Ten of Cups, that's the card of like marriage, family, ultimate wish fulfillment. This is like, she needs to be very mindful about who her and her husband are around and who they're speaking to. Because even though she's not a part of the network anymore, the same mindset needs to be prevalent, that the mic is hot. Everybody that you talk to is like a live hot mic. The Sun, Queen of Wands, something is being illuminated. Because it's like happier times are coming for her and things are lining up for her. And then boom, 9 of Wands. This is something that comes out of nowhere. And it's going to feel like, you know, she tells the wrong thing about the wrong person. This is going to be like the media version or the YouTube version of the Passion of the Christ. It's going to be boom, back to back to back to back to back exposure. Hermit, being ostracized. Three of Cups. Falling to the Three of Wands. So that's like opportunities coming in, happier times, party. But, okay, this is a man with 2 women. There's a scandal that's about to be exposed. Somebody's about to tell something about, I don't know if this is like a poly situation or whatnot. Because pay attention to this. This is a man with 2 women and they're turning up drinking in what appears to be like an office or something. See that death bringing it into things as you know it. And death is a transition card. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this shit right here. Because this literally just jumped out my hand. And that's why I said I read as I shuffle. If y'all can see that. Because I'm trying to make sure it doesn't, the light and the candles don't reflect to where you can't see that. That's death. The Magician. Okay, death and the Magician. That's not a good combination because that means somebody's pulling strings to cause something to come to an end. You got the Towers and the Ace of Pentacles. That's somebody finagling something to cause a blow to your career and end your money. Knight of Wands. Manipulating people through sex. And fighting. So it could come out that what she's saying is got some meat and potatoes on it, because the Magician with the Knight of Wands, that's manipulating people through sexual opportunities, and 5 of Wands is fighting. That's physically fighting, laying those hands, shoulders, knees, and toes. So allegedly, that could be, you know, something that could be exposed in vast detail. Like she's made some kind of allegations similar to that, but it could actually have some type of, it's like something could be brought out where what she's saying is backed up in some type of way. This is real tricky, and I don't even want to get into it because I don't know how to say it on YouTube. But this is like putting people in positions to either fight or get jumped if they don't do certain things. That's the cleanest way I could put that. It's like that's an alleged allegation. Hesitation and sweethearts. Okay. Now that sweethearts, somebody holding a sonogram. Is somebody, or was somebody allegedly pregnant and they had to consider if they was going to have a baby or not? Marionette, puppet on a string. That's being manipulated for sure. Being manipulated by a higher power. Introvert. Whole situation. 2 people together but not together. Okay, so somebody's definitely playing chess here. You see this? Being strategic. Bottom of the desk is mask. So, oh wait. This situation is going to get way messier. It's going to get way messier. Death and imagination. Okay? So, it's like both of them have to be careful on both sides, because she has things against him that are very damaging, but he has things against her that could hinder her from going into future agreements, future partnerships, so to speak. And then you got daydream. So it's like somebody needs to make sure that the things that they are saying or doing are in, you know, their best interest, that they're not, you know, pretty much having a pipe dream, not looking at the bigger picture. Compromise. Look at this. This a man got two women fighting over him. Third wheel. Some shit about to fly. Reservation. Okay. So this vehicle has taken somebody to another opportunity or brought them into the opportunity. They had to sit here and think about if they wanted to go into this agreement because of how it was offered. Lord have mercy. Look at this curse. This is, like I said, this is going into something, not realizing what you signed up for. This ended up being a burden versus an opportunity. Introvert and dreaming. So this is like, you know, you thought this was a dream come true, but people never stop to think that nightmares are dreams too. Yeah, okay, under strategy. So it's like, you know, Stunna Girl, like, yeah, I got him by the balls, right? But you're playing with somebody that's very methodical. Somebody who wears a mask. You think you know him, but do you really know him? Trap and gift. I said it. This was biting off more than you could chew. You got trapped by this opportunity that you accepted. Yeah, so it's like you're imagining yourself going way up, these opportunities coming in. You got these goals of how you're going to take everything to the next level. Almost like lofty ambitions. Compromise and apology. And this apology comes with somebody with tears running down their face. So this is like somebody humbling you. Illness, that illness under third wheel. Loneliness. Allegedly somebody could have gotten something or received something through an encounter with somebody that was outside of their partnership. Allegedly, wink wink. So whatever was offered with this reservation that caused hesitation, it was like they put a time limit on it. because as you can see, this clock is going to fly away. Like, look, you got to get it right now while the getting is good. If you don't take this right now, then, you know, I'm going to have to give it to the next person. So they pressured you into a timeline to make you bite and to make you take this opportunity. And like I said, something about this became a burden because it's like overload. Fate. That's messed up that fate falls under the curse. This is karma. This is karma attached. I just saw profession at the bottom of the deck. This is karma for something that you did to somebody that's in your profession. Introvert, sweet dreams and blessings. So that goes once again, like I said, those lofty ambitions. See this? Stressed, under okay, strategy okay, stressed. Robbery. So you got withdrawal. That's her pulling away from this opportunity. Endorsement. That's persuasion, bribe, and temptation. This sounds real seedy. I said that somebody was like, with that Five of Pentacles, somebody's facing homelessness, like the point of no return. This was like a saving grace, right? Homelessness, vows to loneliness. So I hate to say it, but readiness. She's going to have to get prepared because you got compromise, apology, and readiness, and that lines up next to vows, homelessness. Like, Limie plays for keeps, and he's, like I said, he's a silent assassin. This is somebody that you don't want to be enemies with because he's going to move in silence and he's going to strike. And when he strikes, he's taking everything. So whatever it is, I mean, she said a lot, but I still don't feel like she's dropped, you know, that bombshell yet. Whatever she's sitting on, I feel like she needs to keep it to herself. But didn't I say this starting off the reading? Stubbornness. Very stubborn, not listening to her intuition or listening to somebody who's trying to guide her and let her know that this might not be the best way to handle this situation. Telling you, I'm going to do one more set of oracles and then I'm going to tap out of this energy because, you know, this reading is over 46 minutes. That's that's long enough, shit. The Jeweler, King of Rings. Okay. That's a commitment to something. Seven of Flutes, the edicts. Listen, I said that she's going to have to consider that, you know, this is a hot mic type situation because the edits is somebody that has to do with editing. Leap of Faith, Eight of Roses. So there's something that's somewhere that's a smoking gun with these edits. Oh shit, this came in reverse. What is this? Three of Mirrors, red flags. This was not paying attention to the red flag. There was something that was warning Stunna before she did any of this. And see, 10 of Mirrors, mirrors reflect. So it's like when you look into a mirror doesn't show you a direct reflection the way you think it does. It shows you things backwards. So left is right and right is left. What she thinks she sees is not exactly what it is. And you see how the female gingerbread cookie is the one that's broken in half, and then you see rejected at the bottom. The host. Ooh, baby. Yeah, like I said, get ready for that apology being lined up, because this card says, I'm sorry. No, excuse me. It says, sorry, I'm the worst. At the bottom, it says, I fucked up. So she may be realizing now that she bit off more than she can chew. Six of flutes, butterflies. This goes back to that the 9 of swords, which is like anxiety. No rest for the weary, no rest for the wicked. Silver lining. So what is the silver lining in this contract negotiation and agreement? She would be an influencer. Influencer falls under the edit. I'm telling y'all, it's something in the footage somehow, somewhere. Something that they have that they haven't released yet. Or something that's very prevalent. Something that, see how this opening up is at the bottom of the deck? Something that's prevalent that was taken out, or something that's still sitting somewhere from edits. Six of Roses, challenge, winner is falling under leap of faith. So that's like trying your luck. Shoulder to cry on. Under the mirrors, red flags. You done told your business to the wrong person. Shoulder to cry on. Somebody who you told your business to in a rough situation. 9 of Roses, meeting the parents. Falls under the host. Somebody you introduce your family to. Somebody that you allowed to get way closer than they should have had in your circle. Or somebody you considered like family. I just said, opening up. What does it fall under? Sorry, I'm the worst. I fucked up. She told her business to somebody she shouldn't have told it to. Free spirit falls under butterflies. I can't make this up. You see that? What that say? Queen of Mirrors, the bitch. Look at what just slid out. The bitch, the tattletale. Listen, my intuition be lit. I really don't need these cards, but I use them for illustration purposes so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Okay? The bitch, the tattletale. Somebody you let get too close for comfort that you told your business to is about to read you your rights. So whoever that person is that you got close to, that you told your life story, that you introduced to your family, or you told them about your family history and, you know, how you grew up or whatnot, like you told them very intimate details of your life. This is buyer's remorse, sweetheart. That's the one person that you might not want to say nothing about, because they know something about you that could drag you to hell and you won't come back. So this is my conclusion on this reading for Stunna Girl versus everybody. And when I say everybody, baby, I mean everybody. But there's somebody who has all the secrets. They know where all the bones are buried, and they can lay you to rest with your own words. So, like I said, I don't feel like she's put that particular business out yet. only she would know who this is, that knows her business like that, that knows what's going on with her like that, that can put her out there like that. But whoever it is, be very mindful not to mention her, because it said the bitch. I mean, hey, this could be a man and bitch energy too. I mean, that's, to me, that's a verb and an adjective. It doesn't have to represent sexuality. It's more so an energy of the person and their characteristics. But I'm gonna call a thing, and this reading is adjourned. Get ready for the tea to spill and the fur to fly, because if this goes the way I see this going, and she says what it is that she says that she hasn't said yet, it's actually going to work out in reverse. It's going to be the worst thing she could have ever done, because somebody's going to drag her with some tea that they got directly from her, and they're going to come back from her past with it, and it's going to be a nail in the coffin for her career. I'm not saying that her career will completely be dead, but it will definitely be on pause, and I mean a serious, hard, strong pause. But with that being said, baby, that's it, and y'all have a good night.